Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. 2025 is here, and the Switch has an incredible lineup of AAA games you need to check out. Today, I'm counting down the top 20 absolute best big-budget titles you should be playing right now. These are the games that show what the Switch can really do. Let's get started. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster brings back two classic JRPGs that defined the genre in the 90s. In the first game, you're a young man caught in a political conflict who ends up leading a rebellion against a corrupt empire, while the second game follows a different hero, dealing with war between city-states and themes of friendship and betrayal. The core gameplay revolves around recruiting 108 unique characters called the Stars of Destiny to join your cause and build up your headquarters, which grows from a simple fortress into a thriving castle town. Combat uses a traditional turn-based system where you control up to 6 party members, but it also includes large-scale war battles where you command entire armies and intense one-on-one duels that play like rock, paper, scissors with dramatic animations. The remaster adds quality-of-life features like auto-battle, a conversation log, and the ability to speed up gameplay, making these 30-year-old classics much more accessible to modern players while keeping their epic storytelling intact. Luigi's Mansion 3 puts you in control of Mario's nervous brother as he explores a haunted luxury hotel to save his friends from King Boo's trap. Each of the hotel's themed floors offers unique environments, ranging from a medieval castle level to a film studio, complete with different types of ghosts and environmental puzzles to solve. The Poltergust G00 vacuum is your main tool, and you'll use it to capture ghosts by first stunning them with your flashlight, then sucking them up while they struggle and fight back. The big addition here is Gooigi, a gooey green clone of Luigi that you can deploy to slip through fences, walk on spikes, and access areas Luigi can't reach, which opens up tons of clever puzzle solutions. You can play the entire campaign in co-op, with one person controlling Luigi and another controlling Gooigi, making teamwork essential for some of the trickier sections. Boss fights are creative and challenging, requiring you to use different Poltergust abilities, like the suction shot and slam attacks, to expose weak points and deal damage. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma takes the beloved farming sim meets action RPG series to a Japanese-inspired setting for the first time. You play as an earth dancer who can purify corruption called blight that's spreading across the land and turning people into monsters. The gameplay loop balances farming crops and raising monsters on your land with real-time combat in dungeons where you can swing weapons, cast magic, and use different combat styles. Unlike previous Rune Factory games, this one features a seasonal story structure where each of the 4 seasons brings new areas to explore and story beats to uncover. You can tame monsters you encounter in dungeons to work on your farm, or fight alongside you as companions, and befriending the townspeople opens up romance options and special events. The crafting system is deep, letting you forge weapons, cook meals that boost stats, and create items using materials gathered from both farming and adventuring. Everything runs smoothly on Switch, and the game respects your time with fast travel and streamlined mechanics. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 tells the story of 6 soldiers from 2 warring nations who find themselves fused together and discover their world isn't what they thought. You're born as a soldier with only 10 years to live, and your purpose is to fight in an endless war, harvesting life energy from fallen enemies to extend your commander's lives. The combat system is real-time with auto attacks, but you'll manually activate arts, special abilities, and position your characters strategically, since attacks deal more damage from the side or back. The class system lets any character learn abilities from different roles, like attacker, defender, or healer, and you can mix and match skills to create hybrid builds. The major mechanic is interlink, where pairs of characters can fuse into powerful Ouroboros forms with unique movesets and massive damage output for limited time. The open world is massive, with distinct regions to explore, tons of side quests that add context to the world, and chain attacks that let you string together massive combo damage by selecting the right arts in sequence.
You can never go wrong with some ether.
Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, is a life sim RPG where you can be anything from a knight, to a chef, to a tailor in a vibrant fantasy world. The story follows your custom character as they investigate mysterious time anomalies and encounter a girl who seems connected to these strange events threatening the world. You pick a life, basically a job class, and can switch between them anytime, with each offering different gameplay. Combat lives let you fight monsters in real-time action combat. Gathering lives have you mining and chopping trees, and crafting lives involve minigames to create equipment and items. Completing tasks and requests ranks up your life and unlocks better abilities and recipes. The world is colorful and filled with NPCs to befriend, areas to explore, and monsters to fight, all while you're building up your character across multiple lives. You can tackle the main story at your own pace, while spending hours just fishing, cooking, or hunting for rare materials. The multiplayer lets you adventure with friends, making it easy to team up for tough boss fights, or just hang out while gathering resources together. Super Mario Party Jamboree is the biggest Mario Party game ever made, with 7 boards and over 110 mini-games. The classic board game mode has you rolling dice, collecting coins, and stealing stars from opponents, while random events and special spaces shake things up every turn. Each board has unique gimmicks. One has a Mega Wiggler that changes the board layout. Another features a Rainbow Galleria where you buy items from shops. And there's even a Western-themed board with showdowns. The minigames are the heart of the experience, mixing skill-based challenges, luck-based games, and team competitions that use every button on the controller. New to this entry are massive 20-player minigames, where everyone competes simultaneously in chaotic challenges. The Pro Rules option adds depth for experienced players by showing where opponents will land and removing bonus stars, making strategy more important. Motion controls return for certain minigames, but aren't overused, and online play finally lets you enjoy full board game sessions with friends anywhere. Whether you're playing solo against CPUs or with a group locally, the variety of modes and minigames keeps every session fresh. Trails in the Sky First Chapter is a classic JRPG that kicks off one of the most beloved series in the genre. You play as Estelle Bright, an energetic girl training to become a bracer. Basically, a mercenary for hire who helps people. And her adopted brother Joshua, as they travel across the country taking on jobs while uncovering a larger conspiracy. The combat is turn-based and takes place on a grid where positioning matters. You'll move your characters around to get in range for physical attacks or spells, and turn order is displayed on the side, so you can plan around enemy actions. The orbment system is how you customize characters by slotting elemental gems called quartz that give stat boosts and unlock magic spells depending on the combination you use. Between battles, you'll explore towns talking to every NPC, and I mean every single one, because they all have unique dialogue that changes as the story progresses. Complete side quests for rewards and read books you find that contain entire side stories. The writing is the real star here, with fantastic character development, political intrigue, and a story that ends on a cliffhanger, leading into the second chapter. Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Nintendo Switch brings two of Nintendo's most celebrated 3D platformers together in one complete cosmic collection. The games blend traditional Mario charm with ambitious, gravity-defying design, creating a seamless journey across dozens of miniature planets that feel alive with creativity. Each world introduces fresh mechanics, from shifting gravity fields to spherical puzzles and dynamic environmental hazards that constantly surprise the player. The refined Switch controls make traversal smoother, whether you're long jumping between asteroids or surfing through starlit galaxies. The narrative follows Mario's mission through the far reaches of space, meeting new allies and uncovering mysterious celestial realms while chasing Bowser's grand intergalactic scheme. Without giving anything away, both titles capture that rare sense of wonder where exploration, precision, and discovery merge perfectly. Together, they stand as one of 2025's must-play AAA experiences on Switch, a modern celebration of platforming mastery. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild revolutionized open-world games and remains one of the Switch's best experiences. Link wakes up after a 100-year sleep to find Hyrule in ruins, and Zelda still fighting to contain Calamity Ganon inside Hyrule Castle. The entire world is open from the start. After a brief tutorial area, you can literally walk straight to the final boss if you want, though you'll probably get destroyed. The chemistry engine is the key to everything. Wood burns, metal conducts electricity, ice melts, and these interactions create endless solutions to problems. You can climb any surface as long as you have stamina, glide with your paraglider, and approach objectives from any angle. Weapons break after enough use, forcing you to constantly adapt and try new equipment instead of relying on one sword. The four main divine beasts are mechanical dungeons you need to free, each controlled by tilting and manipulating the entire structure to solve puzzles. Shrines are mini-dungeons scattered everywhere that test combat or puzzle skills and reward you with spirit orbs to increase health or stamina. Fire Emblem Three Houses combines tactical strategy combat with a school life simulator in one of the deepest games on Switch. You're a mercenary who becomes a professor at Garreg Mach Monastery, choosing to lead one of three houses, the Black Eagles, Blue Lions, or Golden Deer, each with different students and storylines that eventually lead to very different wars and outcomes. The monastery sections have you exploring the academy, talking to students, building relationships through gifts and meals, and choosing how to spend your limited activity points, training units, or gathering resources. During battles, you position units on a grid-based map, where terrain, weapon types, and unit classes all matter. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, lances beat swords, and positioning units near each other builds support relationships that provide combat bonuses. The class system is flexible, letting you train any unit in any weapon type to qualify for advanced classes, so your mage can become a sword-wielding magic knight if you want.
Let's do it, now!
Kirby and the Forgotten Land takes the pink puffball into full 3D for the first time in a mainline game, and it's set in a post-apocalyptic world where nature has reclaimed abandoned cities and malls. Kirby gets sucked through a portal to this mysterious place and needs to rescue Waddle Dees, who've been kidnapped by the Beast Pack. The gameplay is classic Kirby. You inhale enemies to copy their abilities, like sword, fire, or ice, then use those powers to fight and solve puzzles. The new mechanic here is Mouthful Mode, where Kirby swallows huge objects, like cars, vending machines, or traffic cones, and controls them directly to navigate obstacles and access secret areas. Each level has hidden Waddle Dees to rescue by completing objectives, which unlocks upgrades back in Waddle Dee Town. The copy abilities can be evolved into stronger forms by finding blueprints and spending coins, turning basic powers into devastating attacks. Boss fights are surprisingly intense and require dodging patterns while finding openings to attack. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the definitive version of the best-selling racing game on Switch, packed with every track and character from the Wii U version, plus all DLC. You're racing against Nintendo characters on imaginative tracks that feature anti-gravity sections where you drive on walls and ceilings, underwater segments, and glider portions where you soar through the air. The item system gives you weapons and power-ups based on your position. If you're in last place, you'll get better items like the Spiny Shell or Lightning Bolt to help catch up, while leaders get defensive items like coins and bananas. The handling is accessible with auto-accelerate and steering assist options for beginners, but there's serious depth with techniques like drifting to build boost, slipstreaming behind opponents, and taking optimal racing lines. Battle mode got completely overhauled with dedicated arenas and game types like Balloon Battle, where you pop opponents' balloons, and Renegade Roundup, where one team tries to capture the other. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles brings together two masterpiece tactical RPGs in one package: the original Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. The first game follows Ramza Beyoulve, a noble caught in a brutal war between kingdoms, while uncovering a conspiracy involving the Church and ancient demonic powers. Combat takes place on isometric, grid-based battlefields, where terrain height matters. Being on higher ground gives you advantages, and positioning your units to flank or backstab enemies deals extra damage. The job system is incredibly deep, with over 20 classes to unlock, and characters learn abilities by gaining JP in battles, which lets you mix and match skills from different jobs to create unique builds. You'll spend time between story battles recruiting generic units, training them in different jobs, and buying equipment to prepare for tough fights ahead. The story is dark and political, dealing with themes of war, betrayal, and the corruption of power through a medieval fantasy lens.
Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour.
Nothing can stop them. Let's finish them.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder revitalizes 2D Mario with the most creative level design the series has seen in years, set in the colorful Flower Kingdom. Prince Florian's kingdom gets invaded by Bowser, who merges with a castle using a Wonder Flower and transforms into a flying fortress. The Wonder Flowers are the game's signature feature. When you grab one, the entire level transforms in unpredictable ways, like pipes coming alive and walking around, gravity flipping, Mario turning into a Goomba, or the art style shifting completely. These moments create genuine surprise and keep every level feeling fresh. The new elephant power-up lets you swing your trunk to attack, spray water to trigger switches and grow plants, and smash through blocks, while the drill power-up lets you tunnel through floors and ceilings. The badge system adds another layer by equipping special abilities like wall jumping, a parachute cap for slower falls, or starting levels with a specific power-up. You can play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, or multiple Yoshis and Toads, each with slightly different abilities. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition brings back the most ambitious open-world RPG on Nintendo systems with updated graphics and quality-of-life improvements. Earth has been destroyed in an alien war, and humanity's survivors crash land on planet Mira, in the city of New Los Angeles, where you're a customizable rookie Blade member, exploring the massive alien world to find missing escape pods and establish humanity's new home. The planet is enormous, with 5 distinct continents filled with creatures ranging from docile herbivores to massive level 90+ monsters that can one-shot you even at max level, creating a real sense of danger. Combat is real-time, with auto-attacks and arts on cooldown, but positioning matters. Attacking from the side or back deals bonus damage, and certain arts have positional requirements for maximum effect. The Soul Voice system has party members call out commands during battle, and responding correctly with matching art types triggers powerful combo attacks and healing.
Assault hammer! Nice! Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade!
Almost there. Need strength.
Metroid Prime Remastered is the definitive way to play one of gaming's greatest first-person adventures. Completely rebuilt with modern visuals while keeping the original gameplay intact. Samus Aran responds to a distress signal from a space pirate frigate, discovers they've been experimenting with a dangerous mutagen called Phazon, and follows them to planet Talon 4, where an ancient Chozo civilization fell to this corruption. The game plays from a first-person perspective, but focuses on exploration and atmosphere over shooting. You'll scan everything to learn lore about the world, enemies, and Chozo history. Combat involves locking on to enemies, circling while shooting, and dodging attacks, with different beam weapons effective against specific enemy types. The Morph Ball sections have you rolling through tight passages and using bombs to navigate, and these segments often contain the game's toughest platforming challenges. You gradually gain abilities like the Grapple Beam, Spider Ball, and various suit upgrades that let you access previously blocked areas, creating that classic Metroidvania loop of returning to earlier zones with new powers. Red Dead Redemption brings Rockstar's legendary Western to Switch for the first time, following former outlaw John Marston forced by federal agents to hunt down his old gang members to secure his family's freedom. Set in 1911 as the Wild West is dying, you'll travel across a massive open world spanning American frontier territories and Mexico, encountering everyone from desperate farmers to revolutionary fighters. The game blends third-person shooting with an auto-aim system that uses Deadeye, a slow-motion mechanic where you manually tag multiple targets and then execute them all instantly when time resumes. You can tackle story missions at your own pace while getting distracted by side activities like poker games, bounty hunting, treasure maps, and random encounters with people needing help or trying to rob you. The honor system tracks your actions. Helping people and playing fair increases honor, while murdering innocents and robbing drops it, affecting how NPCs react to you and changing certain story outcomes. Horse riding is your main transportation, and you'll bond with your horse over time to improve its stats and responsiveness.
You've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Hello.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished.
bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Super Mario Odyssey sends Mario on a globe-trotting adventure across wildly different kingdoms to stop Bowser from forcing Peach into marriage. Your airship, the Odyssey, is powered by power moons, and you'll need to collect these to fuel your journey and unlock new destinations. The revolutionary mechanic is Cappy, Mario's sentient hat companion who can be thrown to hit switches, grab objects, and most importantly, capture enemies and objects to control them directly. You can become a T-Rex to smash through obstacles, a Bullet Bill to fly across gaps, a Goomba to stack with others and reach high places, or even a power line to zip around electrically. Each kingdom has a completely different theme and aesthetic. New Donk City is a realistic metropolitan area with humans, the Sand Kingdom is a vibrant desert with inverted pyramids, and the Luncheon Kingdom is made entirely of food. Movement feels incredible, with Mario's expanded moveset including new jumps, rolls, and dive attacks that can be chained together for incredible speed and distance. Persona 5 Royal is the ultimate version of one of the greatest JRPGs ever made, casting you as a high school student falsely accused of assault, who transfers to Tokyo on probation. You and your friends discover the metaverse, a cognitive world where people's twisted desires manifest as palaces, distorted dungeons you can infiltrate as the Phantom Thieves to steal their corrupted hearts and force them to confess their crimes. During the day, you attend school, work part-time jobs, build relationships with confidants through visual novel-style conversations, and improve your social stats, like knowledge and charm. At night, you infiltrate palaces with your team or explore Mementos, a procedurally generated dungeon representing the collective unconscious. Combat is turn-based and emphasizes exploiting elemental weaknesses. Hitting an enemy's weakness knocks them down and grants you an extra turn, and knocking all enemies down triggers an all-out attack for massive damage. The Persona system lets you collect and fuse demons to create stronger ones with better skills and resistances, essentially building your own party of monsters to summon in battle.
Persona! Go down!
The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom expands everything that made Breath of the Wild incredible, while adding game-changing mechanics that create even more freedom. Link and Zelda discover an ancient evil sealed beneath Hyrule Castle, accidentally releasing Ganondorf and causing catastrophic events that lift parts of the land into the sky and open abysses to a massive underground realm. You start powerless on a sky island and must explore this three-layered world: the sky islands above, the familiar but changed surface of Hyrule, and the depths, a dark underground mirror of the surface map. The new abilities completely transform gameplay. Ultra Hand lets you grab and connect objects to build vehicles, bridges, and contraptions, limited only by your imagination. Fuse lets you attach materials to weapons and shields to enhance them and create wild combinations. Ascend lets you phase through ceilings to reach higher areas. And Recall reverses an object's movement through time. These powers turn every obstacle into a puzzle with multiple solutions. Need to cross water? Build a boat with fans? Create a raft with balloons? Or use a flying platform? And that's the top 20 best AAA games you should be playing on your Nintendo Switch in 2025. From classic JRPGs to innovative platformers and tactical masterpieces, there's something here for every type of gamer. Which of these games is your favorite? Or did I miss one you think deserves to be on this list? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.